Hey, what's going on, everyone? GoodMicWork commentaries back at you. Greg Morgan here to do another retro Royal Rumble match watch along. I gave this a shot in the beginning of January just to see if it was something that you guys would like and like to see more of, and I got a overwhelmingly positive response on that video. Many of you really liked the idea and were able to follow along perfectly fine on the WWE Network and watch that pay-per-view with me. And many of you also recommended that I do this particular Royal Rumble match, and I thought that was perfectly fitting because my two favorite Royal Rumble matches of all time are 1992 and 2001. So we're back up here today to do a watch along. What you want to do and how this is going to work is you want to pull up the Royal Rumble 2001 on your WWE Network, and I'm going to give you the timestamp to go to. Now, the timestamp you want to go to and hit pause is 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 46 seconds. That's right before the introduction of the rules to the Royal Rumble match. So cue up your network to 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 46 seconds. And then as soon as I give you the cue, we're going to hit play together. And to make it easier, something I didn't do last time, I'm going to put a timer right in the corner of the screen, right underneath Stone Cold Steve Austin there. So as soon as I hit play, that timer will show up, and you can just sync up your WWE Network to my timer. That way, if you want to fast forward or you need to pause or rewind, you don't have to worry about syncing up the two. And most of you didn't have an issue with the last one. I just thought this would make it even easier, especially if you wanted to skip around. So all you have to do is match up the timer on your WWE Network Royal Rumble 2001 pay-per-view to the timer on the screen, and you should be able to follow along with no issues at all. I debated whether or not to include the audio. I thought maybe I would let my microphone pick up the audio. But even though we're going to be synced up literally to the second, I still didn't want to risk any overlap in the audio and make it harder for the watcher to be able to follow along. So there will be no audio. It's just going to be my voice. I'm going to wear my earbuds. And you will also see some in and out footage in a really small box in the screen just from time to time throughout this watch along, just to give you something extra to sync your shit up to. You know what I mean? So this should work a lot better than the Royal Rumble 1992. And again, if you guys really like this idea, throw out suggestions for more watch alongs. If I can, I'm going to try to do one more of these watch alongs before the Royal Rumble. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but I'm going to try. So please throw your suggestions down in the bottom. I've gotten a lot of suggestions for 2002, 2007, and a couple of modern ones as well. So I'll read the comments in the next couple of days, and whichever Royal Rumble gets mentioned the most, I'll probably do that one before we get to the Royal Rumble here this year on January 27th. So again, I want you to queue up your WWE Network to 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 46 seconds, and just hit pause. And then I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to hit record together. We're going to hit play together, and we're going to watch it. It would be nice if I could fire up my VCR and put in the Royal Rumble 2001 video cassette tape, but that would be impossible. So we're going to go ahead and follow along on the WWE Network. I'm going to set this bad boy in the background here, and I'm going to put on my earbuds, and by now, hopefully, you've got your network pulled up. So I have not watched this match in a long time. I can't even remember the last time I pulled up and watched Royal Rumble 2001 straight through. I don't even remember who the first entrant is in this. So my memory is kind of bleak as it relates to this match. So it's going to be fun to go back and take a look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and place these earbuds in my ear, and we're going to get going here. All right. We are queued up on my end. Again, 1 hour, 44 minutes, 46 seconds. And as soon as I hit play, you'll see the timer on the screen there. So we'll give it a 3 count. We will go 1, 2, 3, play. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Finkel says, here we go. All right, so Howard is explaining the rules here. I'm going to get my volume up on my end just so I can hear this. All right. So this is 2 minutes, which Howard is explaining here. And I'm trying to think even the mystery partners, or not the mystery partners, the surprise entrants. We had Drew Carey as the celebrity guest, and I know we had Honky Tonk Man. I think Haku as well was in this. This is a fun match. This is a really fun match. All right, who's number 1? Oh, it's a Hardy Boy. That's right. Is it both the Hardys? It's Jeff. Huh, I completely forgot that Jeff was number 1. So this was 2001, right before the big TLC match at WrestleMania 17. I really like that I haven't seen this match in a long time, because I am going to be surprised at a lot of these entrants. I don't really remember too much of this except for the major the major stuff. Oh, right to censor. My God. Who is it, Richards? No, it's Bull Buchanan. I've got my earbuds in and those fucking sirens. Oh, my God. All right, Jeff and Bull Buchanan. I'm trying to remember when the right to censor finally disbanded. I know they were around at least through WrestleMania 17, but I don't remember them too much during the invasion. I feel like by this point they were starting to be on their way out. Kind of interesting first two. Jeff Hardy and Bull Buchanan. And they're mentioning that Rikishi has the 30th spot. I do remember that. He won some sort of match to get that right. So he does come out last. There's just a lot of good stuff in this match. It gets fun. Like I've said before, one of my favorite finishes in Royal Rumble history. Can't wait till we get to the end and see that. No beer for the watch-alongs, just water. As a matter of fact, I'm recording this on a Monday night. I just got done a little while ago streaming Monday Night Raw, so I figured since my camera was on and everything's up and running, I'll stay up and react to this and try to get it up to YouTube. All right, I'm ready to get number 3 in. Here comes a 10 count. 3, 2, 1. Who we got? Oh, the other Hardy Boy. Here comes Matt. What happens here? Do they eliminate Bull and then kind of go at it for a while? A year prior to this, the year before, 2000, the Hardys had that great match with the Dudleys, the tables match, which was one of my favorite Hardy Boy matches ever. I'm going to review that pay-per-view on the channel here in just a couple days, so keep a lookout. Maybe not a couple days, maybe like a week. All right, here they go. Hardy Boys, one-on-one. Bull Buchanan's out. Was it later on in 2001? I think it was like at the end of the year. They did kind of the brief split with the Hardy Boys. It didn't really work out. They kind of dropped the angle, if I remember right. It's kind of cool that they're wrestling in the Rumble. I mean, this match probably took place in their backyard about 1,000 times in their young lives. Which is what Jim Ross is literally saying right now. Shin breaker or jaw breaker. God, so this was 18 years ago? Motherfucker. Jeff Hardy in this match was probably 23 or 24 years old. How insane is that? Wow. All right, another 10 count. We're getting another man. Number 4. Oh, it's an APA. It's a Ron Simmons. And damn, he's getting attacked right out of the gate. Double clothesline. God, Farouk's a beast. Just let me back then. Look how good he looked. And he was already kind of getting older at this point. He was probably late 30s, pushing 40 around this time. Might have even been 40. Look out, Farouk. Oh, Matt botched that. Farouk is so freakishly strong, too. The Dominator. Never my favorite move. Oh, Jeff saves Matt. Twist of fate. Are we going to get a swanton? There's the twist. Jeff's up. Cool. Pin him. This match is over. Hardy Boys win. Is the next one JBL or Bradshaw? Oh no, Farouk's out. Wow. They should have kept him in there longer. You know what they should have done that year? They should have had Farouk in there at some point in the match with The Rock and let him go at it. You know, they were so different on the card. Rock was so much ahead of him. They never really got back together after their Nation days. It would have been cool to see them exchange some dukes. All right, Hardy boys are back alone again. Ooh, now they're punching the shit out of each other. All right, here comes fifth, competitor. Who we got? Oh, here comes Drew. Drew Carey. Like that, this just is a testament to how good this Royal Rumble was. Like, normally this is something I'd puke at. I remember when they announced Drew Carey for this, I'm like, what are you doing, WWE? You know, it was so dumb. But this match was still so good despite the fact that this guy was out there. And if I remember right, he's in and out of there pretty quick. Kane, I think, has something to do with that. Because I know earlier on... Ooh. Oh, bad sell and botch there, too. Don't they eliminate each other and then Drew stands by himself? I think it's something like that. Drew's in there in his tracksuit. Dropkick Drew, Lawler says. He does kind of look like a Dudley. He just needs the tape. Matt's gone, so's Jeff. Ooh, God. Bad bump by Jeff. And Drew is in there all alone. One thing that made this celebrity cameo easier to swallow is that it wasn't like over the top. It wasn't too much. He wasn't in there for 20 minutes. Like, he gets the fuck out of here right now, I think. They're counting down. I'm pretty sure this is Kane. I remember watching this at home on pay-per-view. We were laughing so hard when Kane came out there. Like, Drew's literally shitting himself. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, here he comes. Hey, his fireworks felt like they went off like a second early. Of course it's Kane. I think... I mean, there's something to be said for like the long, hour-long runs that people have had in the Rumble. Some smaller guys that are more fit, but I think my favorite Royal Rumble performance ever is what Kane does in this one. It's impressive, man. I like Kane circling the ring kind of like Brock does now. Drew is freaking out. God, look how big Kane was. This match was 18 years ago. Drew, get your gas out of there, man. I knew JR was going to say that about Black Pants. Didn't y'all go to shows back when Kane... Well, I guess Kane still does it. Those ring posts were hot, man. I remember being... shaking his hand. For some reason, I thought Drew got right out of there right away as soon as Kane was coming down, but I guess he's trying. Oh, he tries to pay him money. Now we got somebody else coming in to save... Drew Carey. Oh, Raven. Oh, he's about to chokeslam Drew. Raven with the kendo stick. And I think that's when Drew was like, out of here. So Drew took a little bit of a bump there. Something. He rolled around on the mat. He's like, see ya. Hey, now wait a minute. When I was doing a watch-along of 1992, Macho Man did that same thing and they let him back in. So I think Drew Carey should be back in that match. Get back in there. Mix it up with Raven and Kane. They're pussycats. He's talking shit as he leaves. Yeah, the wrestling fan at me at the time was like irritated that he was involved, but then once he did all that, I'm like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Not a big deal. It's not like he eliminated anybody. Like nowadays, oh, terrible sidewalk slam. Nowadays... they would have Drew Carey come in there and eliminate Kurt Hawkins or something like that. You know what I mean? What I also liked about this Rumble is here we got a fire extinguisher, and the finish was so non-traditional, just with Austin smashing Kane in the face with those chairs. We got trash cans and shit coming in there. All right, Al Snow just hit the ring. I don't know if he was... They must have had an issue on TV. I don't recall why this is happening. Al Snow's been off TV, I guess. All right, so he just came out there to attack Raven. I don't remember that. Wow. All right, 5 seconds. We got a new one. 4. 3, 2, 1. Who we got this time? Al Snow is just stumbling his ass around. Oh, he is the one. Okay. He just came out there early. All right. I don't know how many years it's been since I've watched this match straight through. It's got to be more than 10. Actually, that's not true because I've reviewed this show several years ago, back in my shittier mic days. Oh, the bowling ball. So we got bowling balls, plants, trash cans, something else. Goddamn bananas in there. Oh my God, Jesus. Did you see how hard he whipped that ball into the... Damn. Like, he didn't even try to let Raven protect himself. And Al Snape is unsafe with bowling balls. You should go back to developmental. Learn how to work. Well, we got all sorts of trash in the ring here. Hit him again. That plant, is that Mitch's... Do you think that's Mitch's grandfather in the ring right now? It might be. Or maybe Mitch's dad, not grandfather. Who we got? Saturn. Oh, I forgot he was with Terry for a while. Jesus, she is coming out of that top. JR goes, what is she not wearing? Saturn. I miss Saturn. Jesus, Saturn. It's too bad he didn't have more of a run. I always liked Saturn. I always thought he had a good look. Good physique. He's kind of a hardcore guy. I mean, the moppy stuff was silly. He's got like a grapevine on Kane's leg there. Here comes Raven on Kane's back, tossed off. Oh, Saturn. Taking it to Kane. I'm trying to think of... I'm looking at Al Snow, Royal Rumble competitors who came out early. There's only one other one I can think of, and that's Terry Funk. He kind of jumped the gun in 97. But it's not something they've done that much of. Oh, there's a road sign in there, too. Oh, my God. Just... Jesus. Kane just takes an ass whooping in this, and he eliminates so many guys. So he's got a... Raven's got a chokehold on him, and Al Snow and Saturn are putting the boots to Kane. All right, we got somebody else coming down now. 2, 1. Who we got? Who is it? Oh, Steve Blackman. Forgot about Blackman. Oh, there just happens to be a kendo stick bag there. Or whatever those things are. Those karate sticks. Jerry Lawler's going, ow, ow, ow. I always thought Blackman just had an amazing like physique. It's a shame that he had the charisma of a jar of horseradish. Look at the debris in the ring. You know what they should have done? Or they might have actually done this. Might even be in this fucking match. I should shut my mouth and wait. But remember when the hardcore title was like 24/7? Anybody ever win the hardcore title in the Royal Rumble? Did they ever do that? I feel if they ever did, it would be done in this match. Yeah, I thought Kane's... They're talking about Kane right now. I just thought his performance in this was a lot better than Diesel in 94. And Diesel had a hell of a run, but Kane just, not only was he delivering ass kickings, he was taking one. 6'10", 300-pounders aren't supposed to have, like, stamina like this. Here, who's it coming out next? Oh, Scotty Too Hottie. Oh, no, it's Sexay. Oh, hey, Brian. Shame what happened to him. He's in there with a trash can lid, wailing away on everybody. Lawler seems happy to see him. He's got his goggles on. Christopher trying to dump out Al. Take your goggles off. Oh, that's right. They're in New Orleans. I was just about to say, where... I forgot where this Rumble was. New Orleans. That's right. A duffel bag is still in there. Somebody pulls out a dildo. I'm shutting this watch-along down. Oh, nunchucks. There was some state I saw that on the news that like just recently lifted a ban on nunchucks. I thought that was funny there even was one. Oh, there goes Jesus Christopher with the bump. Wow. He took a spill. And Kane is... We're going to need a new trash can. That one's no longer functional. Kane is tossing people out. Oh, Blackman's going to skin the cat. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, trash can lid to the head. So there's two. Doesn't Kane eliminate like 27 people? There goes Al. There goes 3. I love the bump that Christopher took. There goes 4. Raven. So a lot of these he knocked out right at once. I'm assuming Saturn's going to go. Who's coming up next? And Saturn's gone. And here comes Honky. I remember watching this with my friend. He was over. We had a few people over this night. Because Royal Rumbles are always really fun to watch people because you get to speculate on who's coming out next and stuff. And I remember when this spot happens here and what Kane does, I just remember like out loud, like 4 of us in the room like laughing. I think he like kind of shakes his head after he finally shuts this fool up. All right, so Honky's talking to you. Yeah, beautiful audience. Big fella. Well, Honky, I think you're pretty stupid to watch this guy literally destroy 7 people, and then you're going to come out there and get in the ring with him? You better be pulling a Drew Carey. He wants to sing together. Have we seen Honky since 2001? How many? Let me know in the comments. When has Honky been back since then? I think he came back in a Royal Rumble or something, didn't he? Or he appeared somewhere. He's actually singing this shit? I liked... Oh, here comes Kane. Kane grabbed the guitar. Kane kind of like shakes his head. That was that got such a pop in my apartment when that happened that night. I'll never forget that. Like we were all just like laughing. Like Kane just shaking his head like that was Hilarious. And Honky's gone. Pretty good bump for an old man over the top rope. Kick that balsa wood guitar out of there. All right, who's coming next? 3, 2, 1. I like the Saints Need Kane sign. That's cool. Oh, The Rock. Oh, snap. God, the pop he gets. God. Oh, he's the 13th guy, huh? Wow, Rock and Kane. Oh, yeah, there's another big surprise in this Royal Rumble that I forgot about that I remember knowing about. He might be coming out soon. I'll tell the story when he gets out here. Everything working okay for you guys, right? Timer's all matching up. It's working. You like it? Give me thumbs up in the comments. And thumbs up this video. Make sure you like it. And subscribe too. Damn it. As of the recording of this, I'm close to 25,000. Almost there. Every subscriber helps. Hook me up. Yeah, Rock was not champ yet at this point. Kurt Angle still held the belt. I'm pretty sure he worked with Triple H at the show. And then Rock would take the belt from him at No Way Out. And then, Houston. We have problem. Did they count? Yeah, this is interesting. Do they count Drew Carey as one of Kane's eliminations in the stats? Big boot to the Rock. Here comes somebody else. Oh, another right to censor. It's Godfather. Ooh, Nation members in the ring together. Or the Good Father. The Good Father. The Rock hammering the Good Father. I have a feeling he's going to get out right now. He is. See you later, Charles. Wish they could have kept you in longer. Why you got to be shitting on Good Father like that? WWE. So out of touch, that Vince McMahon. Hell, Charles should come back out as Papa. Or as the Godfather. That would have been funny. Or maybe he does. Does he do that? Fans with the Rocky chant. So this is going to be number 15. We are halfway through, I think, at this next entrant. More right hands. Kane was so big. All right. Here comes someone else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taz. 1 year earlier, 1 year prior to this, he made his debut and choked out Kurt Angle in one of the most epic Madison Square Garden moments ever. And here he is. I remember this spot. He gets lifted up and punched right off by Kane. Boom, he's gone. Fans in the dirt sheets and in the hotlines and shit and on what was of the internet at that time were not happy with Taz's treatment. Taz had such a raw deal. Came in huge at Royal Rumble 2000, and then just a couple of weeks later, the Radicals debuted. And next thing you know, Taz all of a sudden isn't so important anymore. We got Benoit now. And he just got cast aside. My crap is bigger than Taz. That's a sign. I gotta tweet that to Attitude Era signs. That's a good one. Look at Kane grapevine in that top rope like that. He's like, no, He's pulling a Bob Backlund. The dude in the front row in the tie is hysterical. You see him? He just look at him. Y'all had to have seen that. He is having a good time. What are they doing here? They're showing a replay? Are y'all seeing this? Okay, they're editing something here. Because we now have a completely silent replay of what happened to Taz. And there's no commentary right now. Alright, now Jim Ross is talking again. Interesting, I wonder what that was about. I should pull up the original. I've got the original copy. I have got the original recording with Sunday Night Heat in my DVDs. I should go back and see what they edited out there. Oh, that's Bradshaw coming out. The second acolyte. That's a beefy threesome in there. Bradshaw ain't no small dude, neither is The Rock, and Kane, of course, is a goddamn moose. Rock and Bradshaw teaming up. How many matches have they had together? When has The Rock worked with Bradshaw? I mean, other than tags. All right, so we only got two. We got three guys in the ring here. Spine buster. We're going to get a people's elbow. Oh, no, we're not. Man, there's a really good chance that Bradshaw may have never taken a people's elbow in his entire life. I don't know. Surely he has. Trying to get a look at that woman in the front row that has a sign that says, "Rocky, you want a slice of my pie?" It's like, well, maybe. All right, here comes somebody else. 5, 4, 3. Who is it? Albert. Jesus Christ. I forgot how bad his theme song was. I think that was TNA's theme song. Jerry Lawler, you're such a pervert. Just Albert's association with Trish is getting Lawler horny. He's like, I like Albert because he reminds me of Trish. All right, so we got Bradshaw and Albert on one end, and we got Rock and Kane grappling on the other. Both guys are trying to eliminate the other. Rock's getting close. Wow, Rock is really close, actually. If I remember right in this match, I think Austin and Rock both take little breaks in the match. I'm always checking on my... I always, for these watch-alongs, I'm recording on my cell phone because the video is, I think, is crisper and sharper. But I'm always checking it to make sure it's working. All right, here comes somebody else. 3, 2, 1. Who we got? Is that Bob Holly? Or Crash? Bob. God, Bob was in good shape, wasn't he? Jesus. I've got his book right on my shelf over here. It's a really good book. This was 2001. Was Bob Holly still saying that he was 400 pounds at this time? Is he a super heavyweight? How crazy. Like 2 years after this, Crash Holly would be dead. Fucking insane. Rock's getting... Wow, Rock's really close. Nope, he's back underneath the bottom rope. Rock's fine. He doesn't get eliminated yet. And plus, if Rock was going to get thrown out, Holly and Bradshaw ain't going to be the guys to do it. What number did Kane come in at? Jesus, what a kick by Albert. Wow. Took Kane out. Oh, we got The Rock getting real close on getting Kane over. Jesus, he was almost out. All right, who's coming out next? Damn, Kane teetering. Who the hell is this? Oh, it's K Quick. Look at R-Truth. Look how young he looks. K Quick. I remember after he left WWE, I ran into him outside the arena in Charlotte after like a Raw. Right around this time, maybe like a year later. Maybe 2 years later. And he tried to sell me his CD. And he was like, he shook my hand, he was talking to me a little bit, and I was like, how you doing? He's like, doing great, I'm the NWA champion or whatever. And I was like, oh, because at the time I didn't even know. And I was like, really cool. And then like he's like, you want my CD? Like you want to listen to my CD or what? I'm like, sure, okay. And he gives me a CD. And then he's like, yeah, it's like $30. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to buy it. I just thought he was like literally giving me like his CD. So he was outside the arena trying to sell his albums, I guess. Here I thought he was like being nice talking to a fan. He's trying to sell me shit. But his financial situation back then was probably a lot different. I'm so glad he's still there now. After all those years, he came back after all those years in TNA. And now he's in his, what is he, 48 or close to 50 years old, and he's still in there having matches. As of the recording of this, a couple weeks ago, he's in there with Daniel Bryan. Wow. We had a powerbomb from Bradshaw onto R-Truth, and I missed what Kane did to Holly. So we got 6 guys in there. Albert, Rock, Kane, Bradshaw, Truth, and somebody else. Holly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, another right to censor. Who's this, Val? God, those sirens. I am so glad the right to censor doesn't exist anymore. I never liked the group. I liked Val Venus the way he was. I liked Godfather the way he was. Bull Buchanan, I didn't give a shit what he did. And Ivory, remember Ivory was in that too? Stevie Richards, the cult leader. Would have been cool if they would have had Raven join the right to censor. And then he could be a member of Richard's flock. How cool would that be? Why didn't they do that? They should have done that. Bradshaw with a shitty looking spear on poor K Quick. My favorite K Quick moment was when Kurt Angle won the WWE title from The Rock. I'm pretty sure it was after it might have not been after he won the title. Anyway, some night on Raw when he was champion, he brought his whole family to Raw, and he had like all of his brothers, and they were walking through the locker room, and they run into him, and Kurt Angle's like, "This is K Quick," and like in unison, all the Angle family members go, "Hi, K Quick." Like, you know what show I'm talking about? I just remember laughing for like a week about that. Probably way longer than I should have. But it was funny to me. Power slam onto K Quick by The Rock. Wow. All right, we got another one coming in. I wonder which entrant this is. We got to be close to 20 men in already. Regal. I like that old theme of his. He was European champion back then. How cool. So he must have dropped that belt because I'm pretty sure he worked Jericho at 17 for the IC title, right? Hello, William. Was Jericho champ going into that or was Regal? I know Jericho won the match. Did he win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania 17 or did he retain it? Because if he won it, that means Regal would have had to drop the European and win the IC sometime between now and Mania. I forgot. Val Venus with a spine buster by The Rock. I'm going to look it up because I'm curious now. Okay, yeah, Chris Jericho retained the Intercontinental title. All right, just curious. Sometimes I see shit like that and it triggers something in my memory and then I can't remember and I get frustrated and I want to look it up and remember. Wow, Rock was almost out. All right, we got 8 men in there now. I think the ring is beefing up a little bit because we're going to have some house cleaning coming up soon if one entrant that I remember is coming in. 8, 7. Here we go. Somebody else. 2, 1. Who is it? Test. Not much of a reaction for good old Test. Check it out. We got TNA in a WWE ring. Huh. Test stomping the hell out of his own tag team partner. What are you doing, Test? You bastard. Oh, Regal got eliminated. I didn't even notice that. Damn it, Regal. He was besmirched is right. Totes besmirched. Test working over Kane in the corner. Look at K-Quick working The Rock over. All those years later, they would work Survivor Series in 2012. That tag match was Cena and The Miz. Crazy. All right, who's it going to be this time? Yeah, there's the Big Show. Now, he was gone off of TV during this time. Now, I got an interesting story about the Big Show appearing here. Now, he was gone off of TV for I don't know how long. And that night when we were watching the pay-per-view, we always watched Sunday Night Heat before the event too. So we were all over. We were like eating pizza and hanging out. We were watching Sunday Night Heat. I'll have to go back and look and see exactly where I saw him. And he's tossed out K-Quick. He's eliminating everybody. Test is gone. K-Quick's gone. But there was some backstage interview during Sunday Night Heat, and in the distant background, you could see the Big Show standing there. And nobody in the room saw it. And I'm like, y'all, I saw the Big Show backstage. He's going to be an entrant in this Royal Rumble. And nobody saw him. But it's not like there was DVR back then. We couldn't rewind so I could prove it to them. They just had to take my word for it. So when he came out in the Rumble, I was like, told you, motherfuckers. So WWE kind of screwed up and leaked his comeback by accident here because he was spotted backstage during Sunday Night Heat. on accident. What's the Rumble? It might be this one. There's some Rumble where Scotty 2 Hotty comes out and he's kind of like walking, like freaking out. It might be this. Big Show got chokeslammed. I'm sorry, Kane got chokeslammed by Big Show as well. Rock with a low blow. Oh, I think he eliminates him here. He does. Or he almost did. And Big Show gets eliminated. But the funny thing about the Big Show's return is he got sent away from WWE to kind of get in better shape. He came back bigger. He had that giant belly on him. And part of the reason we had heard at the time on the dirt sheets that he was leaving, going to OVW or whatever, was to slim down and work on attitude stuff. And he certainly didn't slim down at all. Look at the size of his belly hanging out of that half shirt. All right, here comes Crash. All right, yeah, then this is when Big Show pulls Rock out and puts him through the table, right? Here comes Crash. Man, Big Show's almost as big as Crash Holly. If he eats a little more. Yeah, now Rock has not been eliminated. He was pulled underneath the bottom rope, but he gets chokeslammed. Rock gets to rest. I mean, Big Show returns, this giant man, and he's eliminated, like, instantly. Kane's still getting stomped. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 6 guys in there. 5 of them are working over poor Kane. And Rock is on the outside of the ring. Where was Undertaker during this time? Was he in this match? He was, wasn't he? I think the Brothers in Destruction maybe go on a run. Is that what am I remembering right? Guess we'll find out. Who's the next one? Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. I was just about to say, almost forgot all about the Undertaker. I'm like, yeah, he does come out, and him and Kane whoop some ass, don't they? Yeah, this is definitely the Scotty 2 Hotty one, because what I think winds up happening is they eliminate all these guys, and then Scotty has to come out, and he kind of comes out tiptoeing into the aisleway. I remember that, too. That's got to be this one. So good to see these guys on the same page. I love that. Because, I mean, look who's in there with Kane and Taker. Virtually 5 jabrones. There goes Albert. There goes Crash. And poor Val's in there all by himself. Just like that. That took about 30 seconds. Everybody is out. They stand there united, don't they? I don't think they fight. They sit there and wait for people. So awesome. I'd almost forgotten about that. I mean, really here, all they would have to do is eliminate one guy after another and then just leave it to the 2 of them. $40 minutes for Kane. Wow. Look at that Sarah tattoo. Oh, boy. You regret that one, boy. All right, who is it? This has got to be Scotty. Who is it? It's Scotty. Just the look on his face. He's like, I'll just not go to WrestleMania and face the champ. Just hearing that music play with Kane and Taker standing there is hilarious. He gets in there, too. Yeah, make it quick and painless. Hat's still on, though. I can't remember how many guys they get rid of here. Who winds up coming out? Is it Austin that finally breaks up this nonsense? Double chokeslam on Scotty? Does it take two people to chokeslam him? Oh yeah, Rock is still out there. I forgot. See you later, Scotty. Never lost his hat. That's a plus. Dude, Rock, you could have fallen off a building, gotten up by now. All right, who's next? I want to know what number we're on. I have no idea. I always lose count in these things. There's Austin. Boy, we got one or two Hall of Famers in that ring right now. Austin, Rock, Taker, and Kane. Holy shit. Here comes Austin. What is it, 3 or 4 months back? Oh, there's Triple H. Wow. That's right. I forgot about that. What, 2 months later, they'd be BFFs? Crazy. That's right. So Triple H just wears out Austin, right? And Austin, I think, gets busted open and hangs out and camps out in the aisleway for a few minutes before he gets back in there. All right, so now we got Rock is back in there, but Austin is out. Triple H is... I like that little twist, though, that they did, because it made you feel like... Because I thought, like, Austin was going to be eliminated outright. I thought that he wasn't even going to make it in the match, and this was just going to lead to Triple H and Austin at WrestleMania. Like, I remember thinking that when I was watching this. And Austin's busted. Man, look at that blood. My God. All right, 5 more seconds. Somebody else is coming. Because Austin never even got in the ring. Who the hell is that? Oh, Billy Gunn. The one Billy Gunn. The one. Like, what was wrong with Mr. Ass? They should have just left him Mr. Ass. And it's so funny how when he transitioned from Mr. Ass into the one, they made like another funny ass song sung by the same dude that sang the ass song. Good God, Austin is... Jesus, that's a lot of blood. That's part of why I love this Royal Rumble so much. Just the blood on Austin's face and how hard he was fighting at the end. It looked real. It felt real. It wasn't fancy at all. It was dirty and bloody, and I loved it. And when you compare like the stars of like 1992, for the time, the 1992 Rumble was star-studded as could be. And this one's pretty damn close too. I mean, pretty much everybody was in this thing. JR. Oh, this is 29 right here. Oh, I know who it is. I already know who 29 is. The old Head Shrinkers music. I remember being so shocked when we saw this and thought it was so random. Like fucking Ming. Haku. He was in that 1992 Royal Rumble, actually. I've talked about his return to the company a lot in over the years, and I always just really liked it. I thought they could have done more. I remember Haku did an interview right after he returned here, and he was saying that the only people in the locker room that he recognized or he knew from when he was there previously was like Undertaker and like Boss Man. Like there was just a whole new generation of guys that he had never met or worked with before. He was in WCW for 6-7 years. And I loved the tag team that Haku briefly had with Rikishi. I thought they could have gone farther with that and been champions and all of that. But they worked with the Brothers of Destruction all over the house shows during this time. But I loved seeing Haku back. I was happy. I was always a big Haku fan. Look at his fucking hair, man. He looks like he's in Bone Thugs and Harmony. And we know that Rikishi's number 30, and I think that's when Austin gets back in. He attacks Rikishi. So not a bad final. What are we going to have? Final 7 here? Taker, Kane, Billy Gunn, Haku, Rock, Rikishi, and Austin is going to be our final 7. Damn, JR and Lawler are arguing. You gotta let bygones be bygones. All right, here comes number 30. I'm a bad man. Never liked the Bad Man song. I'm a bad man. I do bad things. I do bad things on Saturdays. How does it go? There's Austin trying to climb. Now Austin's pissed. He's like, God damn it, you again with your fucking ram me over, and now you're gonna think you're gonna attack me? Fuck you, Rikishi. Alright, Austin's in there, a bloody mess, and he's pissed. Billy Gunn out there wrestling in the weirdest little tights. The One. Haku and Austin. Did Ming and Austin ever cross paths in WCW? Oh, and Haku's out. Just like that. Austin and Ming might have been in the same faction for a while. Didn't they both have Robert Parker with them for a while? I forgot. $50 minutes? Wow. Rikishi's been choke slammed. I think they go a little bit here. These final 6, they hang in there for a while. There's some interactions before we get the finish, so. Rock hung on. I don't remember how Rock actually gets eliminated. This was a month after the Armageddon pay-per-view, right? Where Rikishi took the bump into the truck. That was funny. Austin takes a boot by Kane. Taker is out by Rikishi. Wow. Rikishi eliminated The Undertaker? Huh. Man, Rikishi could sell those punches, couldn't he? Look at him. Lawler's picking Rikishi. Bonsai drop. I think this might be where Rikishi's eliminated. Doesn't he get nut shot? Yeah, Rock's getting up. Yeah, see, some things I remember. There's a nut shot. Toss his ass out. You hear that motorcycle? Is Undertaker driving his motorcycle out of the ring? Seriously? Did he do that? Or did a production... I would hope a production guy got on the bike. Did Taker really get on that and drive it away? That's silly. Oh, there goes Billy Gunn. And we are down to 3. Austin's laying in the corner because I know they do a spot where him and Rock kind of look at each other. Austin and Rock in the Rumble together again. For the first time since 98. Yeah, see, and then they're looking at each other. Hey, Rock. Hey, Austin. You want to fight? Yeah, sure. This was a cool showdown. I remember when this happened. WrestleMania preview. Here they go. I'm not sure how many times they came to blows before this. They might have been in that Armageddon match together. I think they were. Wow, Rock taking that punch. Awesome. Great sell. Austin. Another thing I loved about this is Austin's shoe was untied. His boot was untied, which just made the whole thing even better. He just looked like a disheveled, bloody mess. Look at Rock sell that stunner. I mean, this was pretty intense and suspenseful at the time. I remember, like, I pretty much figured Kane wasn't going to win, but between Austin and Rock, I was like, shit. It could go either way. I mean, you could have Rock win this and then Austin beat Angle in February and still do the same match. Like, there's ways they could have done this. Austin eats a right hand. Austin with a rake to the face. Oh, rock bottom on Steve. I love the Royal Rumble, says Lawler. I mean, I know at some point a chair gets involved here. Oh, Kane through the ropes, not outside. Austin struggling to get to his feet. Looks like Rock's going to meet him. Now the two super legends are duking it out. Rock's close. All right, Rock's got Austin up. Whoa, that was close. And there's Kane. Oh, yeah, and then Austin's got to try to hang on, I think, and Rock. That was a good spot that they could have easily fucked up. And Rock is out. We're down to Austin. We're down to Kane. Shit gets gnarly now. I just love his untied boot. Like, I don't know why I love that. It adds so much to me. Like, Austin's, I mean, he could have easily tripped over this and fallen. Chokeslam on Austin. God, Kane's got to be exhausted. He's been in there an hour. What a performance by Kane. Kane's hair was a lot lighter color back then, too. Almost red. Look at George out on the outside of the ring taking pictures. So cool. Oh, Jesus, Kane. Kane almost landed right on Austin's head there. JR with the XFL reference. Yeah, XFL was around back then. Can't believe this match was 18 years ago. Jesus. This match can vote. Unreal. All right, Kane's out there now. He's about to grab a chair. That's like, I just like not your typical Rumble. Then again, neither was 99 when Austin and Vince were brawling in the bathroom, but still. This is the finish here. Does he hit him with a stunner? I can't remember. There's a stunner. Bam. Austin nailed Kane with a stunner. Now he's crawling on his forearms over to the chair that's already dented, or looks dented. I love this finish. He's got the chair, and he just one smack. Love this. 2 smacks. A third chair shot right to the head. Now this great clothesline. And then Austin teeters and falls back. Ah, fucking great. So much better than the Flair finish in 92. Crowd goes nuts. And just the look on his face, he's like, I won, damn it. Always great to hear Jim Ross marking out for an Austin victory. What a match. What a match. Good stories being told. Triple H attacking Austin, coming back to win. Little preview of WrestleMania with The Rock. Wow. He's bloody, he's battered, but he's going to WrestleMania. Now they show a replay. I just love this finish. Just the blood, the untied boot, the chair, the close call. Both guys almost went over. And then Austin, look at that replay. The way he falls back. Yeah. The look on his face tells a story. Royal Rumble victory number 3. Austin, that's Mr. Royal Rumble, man. That'd be his last one. No, he'd be one more, and then he'd be done. Yeah, that's interesting. Austin, I'm pretty sure he's been in 6 Rumbles and won 3 of them. And I'm pretty sure Hogan was in 4 Rumbles and won 2 of them, I think. So both of those guys, Austin and Hogan, won half of the amount of Rumbles that they competed in. It's a pretty impressive stat. All right, the pay-per-view is off the air. All right, that was fun, right? That worked out. That was cool. I had fun doing that. So if you guys like this video and you enjoyed watching the Royal Rumble with me, give me suggestions in the comments below. Let me know what other Royal Rumbles I can do more of in the future, and I'll try to squeeze one more in before the Royal Rumble this year in 2019. After the Royal Rumble and we move on to other parts of the year, other times of the year, I'll try to review other matches or pay-per-views maybe, or try to do watch-alongs for those too. So we'll see how it goes in the future. So thanks again for hanging out. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Let's do it again soon. Peace.